Well, as parents, we are always teaching our children. We want them to learn appropriate behavior and build self-confidence. We're always saying right before we go in somewhere, now remember, be good. Well, today, Master Mom Amanda Olson is here to tell us how the use of our language can help improve our children's confidence and behavior. Amanda, great to have you back.
Thanks. Good morning.
Certainly talking about language and just the words that we're using and how we put them together can be so powerful.
Very powerful, more than you even think. And sometimes even just the words that you say make you feel a certain way or think a certain thing about you. And so when we're working with our children, trying to build confidence or change of negative behavior or help them in all sorts of ways, we really want to be careful about the way that we say things to them. You know, for instance, to say, my child has no confidence. It's very different from saying, we're working on building his confidence. You know, so one has that negative, I have no confidence. So if I have no confidence, that means I can't raise my hand in class because I don't have confidence. It's almost like an excuse. And they start to feel like I'm the kid that has no confidence. Very hard to build confidence when that is being told to them and when they're feeling that way. But if we just change that around a little bit and say, you know, we're working on building your confidence. Now the child has part of that, you know, okay, I'm working on building my confidence. I'm going to try to raise my hand today, you know, because I'm building my confidence, and it's a hopeful thing, you know, and so just a little change of what you're saying, and even if you're thinking it, if you're thinking my child has no confidence, you know, even your posture changes. But if you say my child's working on building their confidence, you know, even that changes and puts a positive spin in your mind.
Well, and even like you said, that translates into your body language, which they watch.
Absolutely.
So if we're thinking before we talk, which I think is so good, it's a good practice to get into in all aspects of our life. Sometimes it just comes out and you think, that is not what I meant for, you know. But if we're thinking about it, we're a little bit more careful about choosing our words.
Right, and even if it's, you know, let's say it's not a confidence issue, but maybe it's a negative behavior. You know, I use the example of, she always talks back to me. You know, there's a couple of things about that. One, it's probably not always, you know, and then the child is hearing, or teenager is hearing, well, everything that comes out of my mouth, my parent's upset with because it's always talking back, you know, so I'm just going to quit talking.
It almost becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It absolutely does. You know, it's very simple, but it might be difficult to change a little bit, but it's a simple process. So to say, instead of she always talks back to me, is we're working on changing our communication, you know, working on improving our communication skills.
And one of the things I think is interesting when kids are really little and they're sort of playing in that world of make-believe, which we're kind of going through right now, you realize how much they're getting from your words when they're playing it out in their situations. And it's almost like you take a step back and think, they hear every word.
They'll repeat things that they've heard you say, absolutely. You know, so you do want to be careful. You know, I think even as adults, you know, we all have somebody who told us we were something, or we weren't something, or we didn't have something, or, you know, and that kind of sticks with you, and it takes a while to kind of break from that. You know, if somebody told you, well, you know, you're shy, you know, and they just always put that on you, then it's really hard to, well, I'm the shy person. I don't speak up. I don't step out, you know, and you got to break from that. So it really makes a difference with your kids.
And it sounds like, too, once you start doing this, you'll start to see behavior changes as a result pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely, because it's, you know, the child wants hope. You know, they want hope to change. Nobody wants to be shy or lack confidence. People want to be able to do things they want to do and have fun. And if you're saying, okay, now we're going to work on building your confidence, oh, you mean I can do that? I can get stronger and I can, you know, do things. Oh, that's going to be good. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And you're partnering with them, which I think giving them that, it almost gives them a little bit of power and makes them take charge of their life, and you start seeing them slowly becoming that person.
Yeah, and then reinforcing that, you know, just, hey, I saw that you did that today, or, you know, at school today, did you get to work on building your confidence? You know, did anything happen? And boy, that just starts growing really fast.
And then that's amazing to watch.
It is. It is.
Well, certainly some great information as always. Great to have you on the show. She's got lots of great information. You can find her on TV. You can find her on the radio. You need to get a copy of her book. It's available on Amazon. And you can always find her as well downtown Johnson City at Olson's Martial Arts Academy. For more information, askmastermom.com. Amanda, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Amy.